All right, so we have the enhanced games up next. Slated for May. Oh, they actually have a date now for it. Okay. Slick 40-meter setup. Let's get straight to this joint. We need to really go into the swimming, or we need to go on the swimming side. But what are your thoughts in general on the enhanced games?
When I first heard of the enhanced games, I was like, this dude just Christian, and I apologize if I'm messing it.
Yeah.
When he broke that world record, I just looked at it and I was like, this guy just sacrificed his whole reputation for some money. And I kind of frowned upon it. And then the more I thought about it and kind of started digging into the enhanced games and getting more educated on it, I was like, then I started to become, I don't want to say a fan. I became enthusiastically curious. Because I'm like, what could these guys do? You know, I am curious to see. They're open about it. They're not in the Olympics or in any other, they're not mixing with clean athletes.
Yeah, they denounce themselves.
Yeah. And then on top of that, I know for a fact some of the people we were racing were doping. There's no way all of them were clean. So who are we to even, try to ostracize them and say, oh, these are the clean athletes and these are, get out of here with that. And then third,
you know a lot more about the dark side of the sport than I do. I'm still kind of
that's true.
I do child to this.
Yeah, I've rolled with some shady people in some dark alleys. I've learned a lot. That could be a next episode if we don't get canceled discussion.
Yeah.
But and so the more I got into it, now I don't want to say fan yet, but I'm hoping to see this win, because remember the International Swim League, the ISL?
Yeah.
I thought that was such a great, so it was well executed. They had the lights, they had the DJ, they had excitement, they had, the draft, and then it just flopped. And I feel like the enhanced games could kind of pick from that and run with it. I almost feel like there needs to be some sort of combination of the two to make this really successful. Because right now, I don't want to say they're having trouble getting athletes, but athletes are slowly trickling in, because a lot of them are scared to ruin their reputation. Right now they only have one woman, Megan Romano, and they have 4 or 5 guys now.
Yeah, 5. I think it's 6.
So yeah, so they're slowly trickling in. It's just going to be interesting to see how this evolves. And I'm also curious as to what is the end game. Okay, these people break these records, now what? What is the point? And I think it's the enhanced games has a supplement line, and they're trying to sell that to be the best version of yourself. I think that's the end game. So it's kind of a very expensive publicity stunt. But I think their biggest grab was Fred Curley, who was track and field.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude's definitely
Taylor Huddle area. That's where my family's from. So
yeah, but that dude's definitely going to do something crazy. He might not break Usain Bolt's world record, but I think he will go faster than any American has ever gone. And then that leads me to my last point. Watching these guys break the record while juiced up makes me wonder, what were the people who had the world record on to begin with?
That's a very fair point.
It's opening that door for me to question some people. Hold on, what were you on to break that record in the first place?
Yeah, I see your point. So, all right, I have a story at least on the Team USA side. So, Team USA, I'm about to get y'all some wiggle room on y'all's records. So, I remember David Walters told me. So, shout to him. He was took me under his wing when I was a freshman.
He was a legend.
Yeah, Thank you. People don't
I
put
know,
respect on D. Walt's name like that. So,
legend.
but he told me the story, and he was like, I think it was when Jessica Hardy got popped for like contaminated supplement, right, or whatever.
Yeah,
And I think either he said it. I forget if he said it or if he no he did, he said it because he was a captain that year, and he said that they couldn't let Jessica Hardy make the team because the world wants to see Team USA popped for cheating. So he was like, there's no way we can have her make the team. And I think this was like '09 World Champs. So there's that.
she,
Okay.
she made it though.
No, she didn't. Not in '09.
Oh, they put her. She went to the Olymp. I think she went to the Olympics. I think they reinstated it though.
No, she didn't go to the World. So '09 was the World Champ. She might have went to the Olympics in '08, and she might have went the year after to whatever that meet was. But '09, she had the world record because I think they FINA approved her time, right? Because she whatever error there or issue there was, she appealed it and was given the green light. Team USA said no.
Okay.
So she still had the world record, but she wasn't at the meet.
First of all, Americans get off way too easily when they get. Let me not say Americans. People at the top get off way too easily when they get popped. But we can discuss that another time. Sorry to go off on a tangent, but that's crazy.
Okay, now on the enhanced games. So I think originally, I was the only person who was like, this is good. And so, and I learned this through basketball, and I think this is a huge failing of swimming, doesn't teach people or swimmers, right? And I think swimming teaches life lessons like any other sport. I really do. And it's that winning is ugly. And when swimmers think about that, the interpretation is like, you're not going to want to be here. You still got to show up, right? And in basketball, it's like your shot isn't going to go down. You're going to be dribbling the ball off your foot. You're going to go for a loose ball and you're going to break your thumb. And it's like your knees are going to be messed up because you keep having to hit the floor. You keep tripping. And like, that's a different type of, I don't want to be here. Mm-hmm. There's going to be games where both teams are like that. And the score is like 20. And I've been in a game. I had a game. It was final score was 21-22. It's a high school game, right? So there's games like that where it's like, yo, this is going to be a grimy game. Like you're throwing elbows. You're wrestling each other into out of bounds, falling over the ground. The ref is having to separate you. Like, no, they're not calling fouls. So now it's like, oh, you didn't call that foul. So when we go to the other side, I'm going to foul even harder. And it's just like just an ugly, ugly game where it's just pure willpower to do the ugly things that nobody wants to do. And when I look at the enhanced games, I cannot believe I just put that clock on 3 minutes and only like 40 seconds have passed. That's one. But it might have looped though. But when I look at the enhanced games, like this is the dirty work. This is something that nobody wants to do. And you can see from the reaction, just like the level of disgust around it. And it's like, that's basketball. Like the level of disgust that's like, hey, you're not, because I didn't get the ball. I was not that type of player. I'm going to get it off the glass. I'm going to elbow somebody in their mouth. I'm going to put it back in there and get my 2 points. So don't pass. You get triple team, don't pass me. Throw that bullshit up off the glass and let me go get it, right? Let me get my rebound. Let me get my stats up. And it's like, yo, like we're not doing anything for you. Nothing's designed for you. If you want the ball and you want to score, you're going to have to do the things that nobody wants to do and you don't want to do. And that's the enhanced games. Like you need an entity that can challenge, what is it, World Aquatics? So WA, I guess is what they're called.
Yeah.
So they can challenge WA. And wow, that sounds so dumb. I'm just going to say World FINA, whatever, or WADA. I don't know. Somebody help me here. But you need an entity that can financially challenge them and say, hey, these people don't care about you. You've been begging them for years. We will pay you. And that's been a large part of what's going down is they're doing the dirty work that's having people look at this. Because I've seen people online now like, I kind of get it. Like, I see why they're doing
tides are turning.
Yeah. And it's like at a certain point, they're going to have to reconcile not paying. Like we have Gretchen right now who's having a superstar meet. They're going to have to do something about that eventually. Like you can't, have somebody who's a cheater getting offered $3 million, and then your all-world swimmer girl is getting pennies.
Right.
And on top of the social climate of, like, you could look at something like, and I'm not going to say that, like a wage gap type deal. Like, this is not the time for that. So you need somebody who is going to be willing to do the dirty work. I didn't think it was going to be, hey, we're going to cheat until you pay us, and we're going to pull people to basically choose their financial future over you because you are greedy. And like, to me, it's like, whoever's in the sport is going to benefit from this, and they don't have to be the one who denounces their citizenship or whatever. Sign me up as a fan. Like, let them go eat and do all that, and I'm just going to sit here in the cut and wait for WA to get their shit together and pay me, and I ain't got to do nothing for it. Like, it's a sweet deal.
Yeah, it absolutely is a sweet deal, and that's why so many people are taking it. I remember seeing, I saw the Irish Federation. They were talking about who is it? Shane Ryan, the Irish Olympian. They released some statement that were like, "We are so disappointed in him to do this just for financial gain."
Like, you're not my mom.
Right. And I commented, I was like, "Oh no, he's going to give up that 30 grand over the 4 years you gave him."
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, why do we shut up? Like, why are you even talking? Like, you're not in this conversation. Like,
England had one too.
Get out of here, Brokey. Right.
Yeah,
England did the same thing to Ben Proud. It's like, you all have nowhere to talk. Now, here's a question, Dax.
Go ahead.
I won't be mad if you don't answer it.
Okay.
Let's say our friend Brett Hawk gives you a call, says, "Hey, I got 200 grand a year for you to come join the enhanced games. Plus, if you get that world record, you get the milli."
Oh, me personally, I'm not taking it. If it was like a coaching job, I'd consider it. But I ain't in any type of place to where I'm more concerned about my business and marketing it. Right. If I was a swimmer only, I'd take it. Well, not for 200 grand. You get what I'm saying. But like,
not for 200 grand.
200? No, not when they handing out millions. Like, nah, you ain't about. See, that's the issue too. You see, your mind is poisoned, my brother. You gonna let the white man get paid millions? You take 200,000?
That's 200,000. That's just the salary to live. The million, you get the bonus on top of that if you hit the world record.
Okay, yeah. If I was a swimmer, I'd consider that.
200,000 is more a year than any swimmer makes.
Yeah. Well, I think it's also important that I would have to have a shitty career for me to take that, or like by my standards, right? So like, if I'm like not making finals, not making medals, like, give me that. Like, I ain't nobody. And I think that's something that's important to think about too. Is the higher up the totem pole you go in swimming, the more different how you look at everything underneath. Right? Like, I just got into this quick little spat with this chick about her butterfly technique. And I was like, it was kind of tongue in cheek. Like, I wasn't trying to be a dirtbagger, and definitely wasn't trying to be a dirtbagger or come across like that at all. And she hit me back with it. I was like, you're not pulling anything. Like, you're slipping everything. And she was like, well, I'm like World Cup winner, not slipping anything. And I'm training for the Olympics, which means you ain't made the Olympics, first of all. But so like, and I don't play that passive. I hate passive aggressiveness, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So I came back, I was like, look, the internet's weird sometimes. So I don't know if you're being passive aggressive or not, but it felt like it. So I was like, here's what's up. I was like, one, I was 38th in the world, 6th in the US, pipe down. And then I ran into it. I was like, look, Ian Crocker was my mentor in fly. I was like, you're dropping your elbows immediately. You're out sweeping and completely disengaging your chest. And then half your pull, your biceps are in the air. You're not pulling anything. And then, she tries to come back with something like, hey, maybe I'll upload some more. And I was like, I'll take your money. And it's just like she thought that I was some little bro. So it's like, okay, well, I'm the World Cup winner. When the people who are like up there, the World Cup is like, that's an easy meet. Like the Pro-Am meets, I think they used to be called something
Or
else.
like here's the Grand Prix.
Yeah, Pro Swim Series and the Grand Prix. Yeah.
The Pro Swim,
Like at a certain level, you look at that in swimming and you're like, that's an easy meet to qualify for.
Right. They have qualifying?
Exactly. But
I
so
thought you just
she's
showed up.
thinking like, oh, like I'm this, right? And because of that, and it's like, no, that's getting into the World Cup meet is easy if you're a good swimmer. And I say that like with this enhanced game stuff is the higher up the totem, these guys are so high up the totem pole that the decisions they're making, us down here and everybody else who's freaking out, like they do not see it like that at all. Like
No,
not
they can't.
close. Yeah, and there's no way that you could figure it out unless you get up there and then it's like, yeah, I did all that stuff and I ain't been paid. Like I want to get paid now. Like I'm still a great swimmer. Like
that analogy reminds me of like when the CEO makes a decision and then the janitor is like, so stupid. It's like you have no idea. You have no idea the 10-year plan this guy has. And to you, it's so far out you can't even fathom because you're just, the peon. And so it looks stupid.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm with you. I think the enhanced games is going to be a great thing for the sport, and especially if you're an athlete and you want to get paid, and not even just becoming a participant in it. I think it's in the long term, it's gonna force WA to pay their athletes more just to keep them in their sport and not look like some greedy dickhead.
What's sad about it is they have the money.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They always have the money. Bro,
USA Swimming has the money. They all have the money.
They all have the money, bro. I had this
Swimmers
mentor,
just this crap,
and he would always say, like, if you care about it, cut the check. And that would like that phrase just like changed my outlook on everything. And I remember USA Swimming would always be like, "Oh, we want minorities swim." Like, I was like, "Build a pool then,
right?
Build a pool in their neighborhood. Cut the check." And I'm over here like I know they got the money, but you also don't see the money, right? And then everything gets shut down during COVID. And what happens? They hand out millions of dollars to some of the top teams so they can stay afloat. And I'm like, there's your pool right there. Like you guys are, y'all fooling a lot of people, but you ain't fooling the smart people who really look at this stuff. And that's why we're here, America, to give you the real, okay? Ooh, there may be a name, the lane line reel.
Ooh. I was also thinking night swim.
Night swim, that's good too.